What do Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and ancient Buddhist monks have in common? They all start their day with powerful morning habits that set them up for success. Today, I'm sharing 5 life-changing habits from Buddhist monasteries that are being adopted by some of the world's most successful people. These aren't just spiritual practices, they are practical tools that can help you reduce stress, increase focus, and find more peace in our chaotic modern world. Stay until the end where I'll share a powerful story that changed my entire perspective on dealing with difficult people. Let us embark on this journey together, exploring the habits that hold the potential to reshape your life profoundly. 1. We begin with the first habit, the morning gratitude practice, a ritual that sets the tone for a day of mindfulness and contentment. Gratitude is the seed of contentment. It is the practice of recognizing the beauty in what we have, rather than dwelling on what we lack. Monks begin each day with a ritual of gratitude, a simple yet profound exercise that transforms their outlook on life. When the first rays of sunlight touch the earth, monks pause to reflect on the 3 jewels: the Buddha, his teachings, Dharma, and the monastic community, Sangha. These 3 elements serve as their guiding light, reminding them of the wisdom and compassion that underpin their existence. But gratitude doesn't end there. How you can practice morning gratitude. Every morning, take a moment to list the things and people you are grateful for. It can be as simple as appreciating your loved ones, the opportunities you've received, or even the challenges that have helped you grow. Challenges, after all, are the greatest teachers. For example, consider a difficult person in your life who tests your patience. Instead of resenting them, be thankful for the opportunity to practice patience and build inner strength. This perspective not only eases emotional burdens but also enriches your personal growth. Let me tell you a story. In a serene monastery nestled within the mountains, a young monk named Ashoka was known for his diligence but also for his fiery temperament. He was assigned to study under a seasoned mentor, Master Tenzin, who had a reputation for being firm, even harsh, in his teachings. Master Tenzin would often criticize Ashoka's efforts, pointing out flaws in his meditation posture, questioning his understanding of the Dharma, and even chastising him for minor mistakes. The young monk felt frustrated and unappreciated. He thought, why does he focus only on my shortcomings? Why can't he see how hard I'm trying? Over time, this frustration began to grow into anger. Ashoka started doubting whether he belonged in the monastery. He resented his mentor's words, feeling they were designed to belittle rather than uplift him. Yet, despite his anger, he continued to follow Master Tenzin's guidance, albeit reluctantly. One day, after a particularly grueling session of meditation practice, Master Tenzin approached Ashoka. His voice was calm but direct. "What have you learned from my harsh words?" he asked. Ashoka was taken aback. He had never considered this question before. He hesitated, trying to form an answer. Initially, all he could think of was the anger and hurt he had felt. But as he reflected deeper, he began to see something he hadn't noticed before. Master Tenzin's criticisms had forced him to focus on areas he would have otherwise ignored. They pushed him to refine his meditation techniques, study the scriptures more deeply, and cultivate patience. His initial anger began to dissolve as he realized that those harsh words had actually shaped him into a more disciplined and mindful individual. The young monk lowered his head and said, "I've learned that your words, though harsh, were not meant to harm me but to help me grow. They were like a chisel carving a rough stone into a smooth statue. For that, I am grateful." Master Tenzin smiled gently, his eyes filled with understanding. "Good," he said. "Sometimes, the hardest lessons are the ones that shape us the most. A teacher's role is not to comfort but to awaken. Remember, even the bitterest medicine can cure the gravest illness." From that day onward, Ashoka's perspective changed completely. He began expressing gratitude, not only for his mentor's guidance but for every challenge he encountered. He understood that struggles were not obstacles but stepping stones to growth. This story echoes the teachings of the Buddha, who often spoke about the value of adversities. In one of his discourses, the Buddha said, "As the wise gardener prunes the tree, so too does the teacher prune the student. Without pruning, the tree grows wild. With it, the tree flourishes and bears fruit." Like Ashoka, we all encounter moments where criticism or adversity feels unjust or painful. But with reflection, we can see how these moments contribute to our growth. They teach us resilience, patience, and humility. Number 2. Morning meditation. As the first rays of sunlight break through the horizon, the world enters a state of calm and renewal. This is the ideal time to quiet the mind, center the soul, and prepare for the day ahead through morning meditation. For monks, this practice is indispensable. It provides a foundation of clarity, mindfulness, and compassion that influences every action throughout the day. Why morning is the best time to meditate? Morning meditation holds a unique power because of the stillness in both the external world and the mind. After a night of rest, the mind is less cluttered, making it easier to focus and connect with your inner self. In Buddhist monasteries, the serene ambience of the early morning enhances the practice. The quiet surroundings allow monks to dive deep into their thoughts, free from distractions. But you don't have to be in a monastery to experience these benefits. Even a corner of your home, with the right intention, can become a sanctuary for meditation. There are 3 types of meditation to start your day. 1. Loving kindness meditation, metta. This practice begins by cultivating unconditional love for yourself, then extending that love to others, family, friends, and even strangers. It ends by wishing peace and happiness for all beings. For example, a monk might silently recite, "May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. May all beings be free from suffering." 2. Mindfulness meditation, vipassana. This form of meditation focuses on the present moment. A monk might concentrate on the rhythm of their breath, the sounds of nature, or even the beating of their heart. 3. Breathing meditation, anapanasati. Breathing is the anchor of life, and focusing on it can ground your mind. Begin by observing your breath as it flows naturally. Notice the coolness of the inhale and the warmth of the exhale. The story of the Buddha's enlightenment highlights the profound importance of meditation. Sitting under the Bodhi tree, Siddhartha Gautama vowed not to rise until he discovered the truth about suffering and liberation. Through unwavering focus and mindfulness, he attained enlightenment, realizing the 4 noble truths and the Eightfold Path. This story reminds us that meditation isn't about escaping life's challenges but about understanding and transcending them. Here are some practical steps for morning meditation. 1. Find a quiet space. Choose a calm, distraction-free environment. It could be a corner of your room or a peaceful spot outdoors. 2. Sit comfortably. You don't need a fancy cushion or perfect posture. Sit comfortably, with your back straight, and rest your hands gently on your knees. 3. Focus on your breath. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your breathing. Notice the sensation of air entering and leaving your nostrils. 4. Gently redirect your mind. When your thoughts wander, don't judge yourself. Simply return to your breath, like a kind shepherd guiding their flock back home. 5. Set a timer. Start with 5-10 minutes and gradually increase the duration as you feel more comfortable. Many people believe they are too busy to meditate, but as monks often say, if you can't find 5 minutes to meditate, meditate for 10. Even in the busiest schedules, There are moments of stillness while waiting for your coffee to brew or before stepping out of bed. Remember, meditation isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. The simple act of showing up every morning builds a foundation for peace and mindfulness. Number 3. Journaling, a mirror to your inner world. Journaling is a practice that transcends time and culture, offering profound benefits for those seeking clarity, self-awareness, and personal growth. For monks, journaling serves as a reflective tool to deepen their understanding of daily experiences, intentions, and progress on the spiritual path. But this habit isn't just for monks, it's for anyone who wants to cultivate mindfulness and gratitude in everyday life. Why journaling matters. In our fast-paced lives, thoughts and emotions often come and go like fleeting clouds. Journaling anchors these experiences, allowing you to process, understand, and learn from them. It's like having a private conversation with your inner self, free from judgment and distraction. By putting pen to paper or fingers to keyboard, you gain clarity about your thoughts, celebrate victories, and identify areas for growth. Journaling transforms abstract feelings into concrete insights, giving you a clearer sense of purpose. Well, monks use journaling as a way to reflect on 3 key areas. 1. Daily actions. Monks review their day by noting what they did, how they acted, and whether their actions aligned with the principles of kindness and mindfulness. This practice encourages accountability and continuous improvement. 2. Gratitude. Each evening, monks write down things they are grateful for, whether it's the kindness of a stranger, the beauty of a sunrise, or a moment of insight during meditation. Gratitude journaling shifts their focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. 3. Lessons learned. Challenges are viewed as teachers. Journaling helps monks analyze difficulties they faced, the emotions they experienced, and the lessons they gained. So here are practical steps to start journaling. 1. Set aside time. Dedicate 10-15 minutes each day, either in the morning to set intentions or at night to reflect. 2. Use prompts. If you're unsure what to write, start with simple prompts like: what made me happy today? What challenges did I face, and how did I respond? What am I grateful for right now? 3. Be honest. Journaling is a space for authenticity. Write without fear of judgment or perfection. 4. Celebrate wins. Acknowledge even the smallest achievements. Did you resist an unkind thought or show patience in a tough situation? Celebrate it. 5. Review regularly. Look back at past entries to see patterns, growth, and recurring themes. This reflection can inspire progress and self-awareness. In Buddhist teachings, there is a story of King Pasenadi, a wise ruler who often consulted the Buddha for guidance. The Buddha advised the king to keep a journal of his thoughts and actions, particularly his moments of anger and wisdom. Over time, the king noticed patterns. His anger often stemmed from misunderstandings, and his wisdom grew when he practiced patience. This practice of reflection allowed King Pasenadi to govern with greater fairness and compassion, earning him the love and respect of his people. Number 4. Mindful eating, nourishment for the body and soul. Eating is one of the most basic human activities, yet monks transform it into a deeply spiritual practice through mindfulness. They view food not merely as sustenance for the body but as nourishment for the soul. This intentional approach to eating elevates a mundane task into a profound experience that fosters gratitude, awareness, and mindfulness. The philosophy behind mindful eating. For monks, eating is not an act of indulgence but one of purpose. Before a meal, they take a moment to reflect on the journey their food has taken from the farmers who grew it to the hands that prepared it. This reflection fosters a deep sense of gratitude, making every bite a reminder of interconnectedness and compassion. The Buddha once taught that food should be consumed with mindfulness, not for pleasure or to satisfy cravings, but to sustain the body and support the spiritual journey. By eating with awareness, monks remain grounded in the present moment, free from the distractions of the past or future. The practice of mindful eating in daily life. Adopting mindful eating in your own life can transform your relationship with food. Here's how. 1. Eliminate distractions. Turn off the TV, put away your phone, and create a quiet environment for your meal. This allows you to focus entirely on the act of eating. 2. Engage your senses. Notice the texture, aroma, and taste of your food. Feel the warmth of a fresh meal or the crunch of a crisp vegetable. Engage fully with the sensory experience. 3. Chew slowly. Take smaller bites and chew thoroughly. This not only aids digestion but also allows you to savor each flavor and texture. 4. Reflect on the effort behind your meal. Pause to consider the hands that planted, harvested, transported, and prepared your food. This reflection cultivates gratitude and appreciation for life's interconnectedness. In Buddhist folklore, there is a story of the Preta, or hungry ghosts, who suffer from insatiable hunger because they eat without mindfulness or gratitude. Their endless cravings prevent them from ever feeling satisfied. This tale reminds us that mindful eating is not just about nourishing the body but also about feeding the soul with gratitude and awareness. By eating mindfully, we avoid the trap of overindulgence and foster a sense of fulfillment that transcends the physical. Modern science also supports what Buddhism has taught for centuries. Mindful eating has been shown to improve digestion. Eating slowly allows your body to properly process food, reducing discomfort and bloating. Control overeating. Awareness of hunger and fullness cues helps prevent overeating. Enhance enjoyment. Focusing on the taste and texture of food makes meals more pleasurable. Reduce stress. The act of slowing down and being present during meals calms the nervous system. Imagine sitting down for a meal. Instead of rushing through it, you pause to observe the vibrant colors on your plate. You take a deep breath, acknowledging the effort that brought the food to you. As you take your first bite, you notice the crunch, the flavors, and the texture. Suddenly, what seemed like an ordinary meal becomes a moment of deep connection with yourself, with nature, and with those who made the meal possible. Even in a hectic schedule, you can incorporate mindful eating. For example, during lunch at work, take 5 minutes to eat in silence and reflect on your meal. While snacking, put away distractions and focus on the taste and texture. Remember, mindful eating doesn't require a perfect setting, it's about the mindset you bring to the table. When monks eat, they often reflect on this phrase, "I eat not for pleasure but for sustenance. I eat to nourish my body so I may better serve others." This perspective shifts the focus from gratification to purpose, reminding us that eating mindfully is a way of caring for both ourselves and the world around us. Number 5. Daily planning. Creating a life of intention. Time is our most precious resource, yet it is often squandered when we lack a plan. Imagine waking up without a sense of direction, letting the hours slip by as you try to figure out what to do next. This aimlessness not only wastes time but also leaves you feeling unproductive and dissatisfied. For monks, this is never the case. Each day is approached with clarity and purpose, thanks to the practice of daily planning. This habit, while simple, is transformative. It ensures that every moment serves a meaningful purpose. Unplanned days often lead to chaos and indecision. Without a roadmap, we fill our time with activities that may feel urgent but hold little long-term value. Monks understand this danger and counter it by carefully structuring their days. They begin each evening by reflecting on what they accomplished during the day and setting intentions for the next. This habit doesn't just help them stay organized, it creates a sense of peace and focus that carries into every aspect of their lives. When monks plan their day, they prioritize tasks that align with their spiritual goals and the needs of their community. The most important tasks are scheduled for the early morning hours, a time when the mind is fresh and at ease tracked. This allows them to approach their responsibilities with full focus and energy. For monks, planning isn't just about efficiency, it's about ensuring that every action contributes to their personal growth and the well-being of others. A crucial element of daily planning is flexibility. While monks strive to follow their plans, they also remain open to the unexpected. Life often brings unforeseen challenges and opportunities, and the ability to adapt is just as important as the ability to plan. This balance between structure and spontaneity is what makes their days both productive and harmonious. The Buddhist teachings often emphasize the importance of intentional living. In the Dhammapada, he states, "A disciplined mind brings happiness." This wisdom underscores the value of planning not as a rigid exercise, but as a way to align your actions with your values. One story that illustrates this principle involves a disciple asking the Buddha how to achieve enlightenment. The Buddha responded by comparing life to a field. Without deliberate effort, weeds of distraction and idleness will take over. But with consistent planning and care, the field flourishes, much like a life lived with intention. In our modern lives, planning can be just as impactful. Consider the story of a busy executive who struggled to balance his work and personal life. After learning about monastic planning practices, he began setting clear priorities each evening and tackling his most challenging tasks first thing in the morning. This simple change allowed him to become more productive at work while freeing up time for his family. The habit of daily planning didn't just transform his schedule, it transformed his relationships and overall happiness. Daily planning offers numerous benefits. It increases productivity by eliminating time wasted on unimportant tasks. It reduces stress by providing a clear roadmap for the day. It improves focus by directing your energy toward meaningful activities, and it even creates more free time for hobbies, relationships, and self-care. By organizing your time, you gain the freedom to live a life aligned with your values. To incorporate this habit into your life, begin small. Spend just 5 minutes each evening planning the next day. Write down 3 tasks you want to accomplish and prioritize them based on their importance. Reflect on what worked well that day and consider any adjustments you might need to make. Over time, this simple practice will become a cornerstone of your daily routine. Planning doesn't restrict freedom, it creates it. When you know what to expect and how to approach your day, you're free from the anxiety of indecision and the regret of wasted time. Each day becomes an opportunity to move closer to your goals and create a life filled with purpose and balance. By adopting daily planning as a habit, you're taking control of your time and aligning your actions with your values. It's a practice that not only organizes your life but also brings clarity and fulfillment. Life is a tapestry woven from the habits we cultivate. Each small action, each mindful choice, contributes to the greater picture of our existence. By embracing the 5 transformative habits of morning gratitude, meditation, journaling, mindful eating, and daily planning, you are not just changing your daily routine, you are reshaping the way you experience life itself. These habits are not about perfection or overnight transformation. They are about progress, consistency, and the small, intentional steps that lead to profound changes over time. As the Buddha wisely taught, a jug fills drop by drop. Each moment you dedicate to these practices is like adding a drop to your jug of well-being, slowly and steadily creating a reservoir of peace, joy, and fulfillment. Think of the impact these habits can have on your life. Gratitude opens your heart to the abundance around you, fostering appreciation and humility. Meditation brings clarity and calmness, anchoring you in the present moment. Journaling allows you to reflect, learn, and grow from your experiences. Mindful eating transforms a simple meal into a moment of connection and gratitude. And daily planning ensures that your time is aligned with your values and goals. As you embark on this journey, remember that transformation is deeply personal. Start with one habit that resonates most with you. Focus on it, nurture it, and allow it to take root. Over time, as you build this foundation, you can integrate the others, creating a harmonious rhythm that supports a more intentional life. The beauty of these practices lies in their simplicity. They don't require drastic lifestyle changes or elaborate tools. All they demand is your willingness to show up each day, even in small ways, and commit to living with greater awareness and intention. Dear friends, the path to a fulfilling life is not a sprint, it's a journey. By taking these steps, you're not just improving your own life, you're contributing to a world that is more mindful, compassionate, and connected. Imagine the ripple effect of your actions, inspiring those around you to embrace these habits and transform their lives as well. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the habits that can change your life forever. If you found value in this video, I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe to Buddha's Odyssey. Together, let's continue this journey toward peace, happiness, and enlightenment. Remember, even the smallest step toward mindfulness and intention is a step worth celebrating. Until next time, may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you live with purpose and joy.